Hi, it's Ian. Welcome to pensionandfitness.com. Now, normally on a Thursday, I don't do a video, as you know. I give you other information on that. The videos are Mondays, and through the week. But I wanted to get a little message across to everybody and explain a couple of things to you, all of you that are subscribed. When I started this way back 2 years ago, Pension and Fitness is 2 years old now. On the 15th of last month was my second anniversary of Pension and Fitness, and I'm very pleased that it managed to last that long. Now, when I first started, I looked at it, I looked at the costs and everything, and I said, yeah, I'm not going to charge anyone anything. But of course, over the time of 2 years, all of the costs have gone up and up and up, and they don't take a larger chunk of my pension than I expected. However, I'm still not intending to charge anyone anything. I don't want to do that. And I've been advised, maybe I should charge for a subscription or something on those lines. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to ask anyone for money that way. But just so you understand, when I started, I had to go to a company called GoDaddy and buy a domain. And my domain is pensionandfitness.com. It's my space on the internet. And because it's a blog, right, what I had to do is I also had to have an email address that matches it. And so I've got pensionandfitness.com, www.pensionandfitness.com, where you can communicate with me and I can communicate with you. Now, they cost money, and obviously I've got to rent those off that company. So that's two things that I'm paying. Over and above that, the blog itself, I get from a company called Blogpress, and they're a wonderful company. What they do is they do all the technical stuff in the background, which makes it run smoothly, and it has the speed it's supposed to have, and if there's ever any problems, they sort it, because I'm not that technical, I can't do that. In fact, when I started this, I didn't even know what a blog was. I had to get it explained. So, and then I had to work out how to do it. But I managed to do all that, and I started it off. Now, when I send out posts to you, right, I send them out on MailMunch, and MailMunch sits on top of another company called MailChimp. So it's MailChimp with MailMunch forms and bits and pieces that you need for me to push it out to you and for you to get those blog posts. Now, in order for all of that to work, there are certain things that have to happen. One of them is I have to have insurance. I have to have a company called Armageddon. And Armageddon, what they do is they make sure that anywhere that there's a new privacy law, because people are very, very nervous about privacy laws, and what happens is they check the privacy laws. Like in America, all the different states there have different privacy laws, and they make sure I don't fall foul of that. And also in all the countries, because I send to Australia, I send to Europe, Singapore, America, South America, all over the place, like Canada, hundreds of countries that my blog goes to. So they do that. And over and above that, there are certain plugins that have to go on to the blog, which looks after, it's a professional spam filter to make sure that all the rubbish that comes in, is not given to me, it's put into a folder where it can be dealt with properly, and then obviously there are other little plugins that go on which have to make sure that it all runs properly, and they're important little things. They're not big things, but they're little things, but all of that comes on monthly payments like all of the rest of it. And so I've got all of that to pay, and as I say, when I started 2 years ago, those prices were okay, but now they've got up and up and up and up, and they're gradually getting higher and higher, and that's made it a little more challenging for me. However, I'm still not prepared to ask you for money or to make charges for it. But what I've been advised to do is to get a donation button or a PayPal donation button and put the donation button onto the blog, so that you, if you want to, can click on that and send a donation to me for running pensionandfitness.com. And if you do that, I'll be, very grateful. Just so you also understand, right, I spend a lot of time researching and making sure the information you get is correct and is legal and everything is okay. And that takes quite a lot of time, and over and above that, I make videos for you. So basically what I'm doing is I'm creating a video library of exercises for you, so that you've got them. You don't always have to do them on day one, but you never know when you're going to need them or when you want to do them. They're there. You've got them on your computer and you can do whichever exercises you want to whenever you want to. For instance, if you damaged your arm and you needed to make it stronger, you could look up all the arm exercises and you could work on that to get that back to normal. So I do all that for you, and I want you all of you to know, because you're subscribers, I love you all to bits, and thank you very much. I really appreciate the fact that you've subscribed and that you're on pensionandfitness.com, and I really enjoy when you send me comments. So thank you very, very much, and I'll see you back at pensionandfitness.com. Thank you.